Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and you got to refuse to be stupid right now, Marvel. You have got to refuse to be stupid. I already had this conversation before, but I guess I'm gonna have to say it again. You cannot have Miss Marvel be the face of anything on Marvel at all. She cannot be the central focus of nothing. She cannot star in anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? She is a Pakistani American Muslim woman that you can't have her be the damn face of your franchise. I'm sorry. It's the same thing as you can't have Sam Wilson as Captain America. You cannot have a lot of these diverse, inclusive characters as the face of your brand and put them in leadership roles that makes no sense to the character. No, it doesn't work. And you keep doubling and triple down. So recently we just got an announcement that NYX got canceled because reasons. Because nobody's reading it and nobody cares about Miss Marvel. Y'all been doubling down on this character. I've never seen something like this before because I've seen Marvel have successful characters for a long time and will get rid of those successful characters. We'll get rid of those successful characters when nobody asks you to, but will double and triple down on characters that people do not like over and over and over and over again. This bitch went from being a fangirl of Carol Danvers to being Miss Marvel Inhumans, then being a central focus of the Inhumans, then now she's not the center of Inhumans, then she's also the leader of the Champions, and then she's also a central figure in the Spider-Man run. Then she gets killed, then revived, and then it was revealed that she was really a mutant. Even though her X gene doesn't really work, she's still a mutant at the same time. Make that make sense. Now we're not only are we going to double down on Miss Marvel once again with the X-Men thing, because in her failed TV series, it was revealed that she has an X gene. So now they have to make her a mutant because reasons, even though that doesn't make any sense because she's supposed to be inhuman. She got her powers from the Terrigen Mist. Now all of a sudden she's a mutant, which makes no damn sense. Okay, whatever. They love trying to retcon this bitch into everything. Yeah, that's right. From now on, she's gonna be called bitch because I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her, and I'm not talking about the actress who plays Miss Marvel. She's a sweetheart, but her character sucks. Her character sucks. You made her the lead in the failed Marvel Avengers game, and yes, that game failed. I don't care what none of y'all say. That game fucking failed. It was trash. Then you did Marvel. What you did? Like what? Marvel Uprising. It was an animated series, and guess who was the lead figures? Miss Marvel, Spider Gwen, and Squirrel Girl. Failed, 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 failed. Then you try to make her the center of like 2 seasons of Avengers Assemble, and guess what? People didn't even watch Avengers Assemble because by that time people were over Avengers Assemble because it was a poor man MCU version of Earth's Mightiest Heroes that nobody asked for. Now you're going to double down on her once again. And now you're saying, okay, so now you're going to retcon her into X-Men history. Oh, she's going to be there for important moments in the X-Men history. No, that is disrespectful to all the writers who worked on X-Men. We don't want her. She is a new character. She should not be involved in anything from the past of X-Men. Like this stuff right here is stuff that's going to kill these comics because people aren't going to buy this stuff and they're not buying this stuff. We're talking about it, but engagement don't mean nothing if the comic book ain't selling. And for you to put her in giant size X-Men and talking about her being pulled back into the past and into iconic moments like the House of M, Dark Phoenix saga, the first time of the new X-Men, whatever, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make logical sense. I mean, okay, so let's look at this. So the character has failed time and time again in the comic books. Can't hold a decent run at all. The only time she had a decent run was her first ever run. But again, I ask you people, name a villain. Name a villain for Miss Marvel. I'll wait. I'll wait. No, that's what I thought. Okay. Nobody watched the Disney Plus show, which is true. And you want to know how I know they didn't watch it? Is because they even put it on TV so you can see it for free and people still didn't tune into it. A MCU movie that nobody watched, which is true. The Marvels, nobody watched it. People did not watch it. $300 million worldwide. Yeah, people didn't watch it. Um, the target audience that you were focusing on, which was diverse, inclusive women and Muslim Pakistani women, did not show up for this character. You want to know how you know she's not important? Because over there in Muslim countries or whatever, you don't see her as a symbol of freedom or anything over there. I'm just being honest. If you really want to know if the character really could work, you don't see that character. You don't. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Um, she holds the biggest drop ever for a comic book movie. Um, you had her in a failed video game, and yet here again, we're going to use her to double down on retconning her into the history of X-Men to prove that she's a mutant when she's not. We don't want her. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Disney, Marvel, Kevin Feige, stop trying to double down on this diverse, inclusive character. We don't want her. She needs to die. She needs to be put in a ditch like the little bitch she is. She is a annoying ass bitch ass DEI feminine character that nobody wants. And there could have been potential, but you ruined it. You ruined it. We're done. I don't understand. Y'all give her more chances than like Brother Voodoo, and Brother Voodoo is a good character. Like, you get what I'm saying? Night Thrasher. You know all of these characters. You know how many times everybody's talking about how come y'all don't do anything with a lot of these black characters. You won't even do anything with your successful black characters. But what you will do, you will race swap them, or you'll have them take on the mantle of white characters. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy, but you are steadfast on doubling down on this Muslim female character that nobody asked for, who has stretchy powers. That's it. That's not the same, you know? Because honestly, she would have failed. Honestly, back in old Marvel, if the audience didn't like her by her debut issue or whatever, she would have been gone, or she would have been relegated to background character. Now you're trying to double down on her, and you're trying to force her down our throats. But forcing her down our throats doesn't make me want to read her anymore. It makes me want to shoot her. It makes me want to put her in a ditch. The character is annoying. I want when they killed her in Amazing Spider-Man, I wanted her to stay dead forever. I wanted her to die with the death of the Inhumans as well, because yes, there was a run where most of those Inhumans died, and I think the only Inhumans left is the royal family, and they excluded themselves to parts unknown. Like, this is so dumb. So they're going to erase the X-Men history. They're going to rewrite the mutant milestones. So they're going to rewrite the most important milestones in mutant history, in X-Men history, to put Miss Marvel Kamala Khan in there. Like, oh, so they can say she was always there. She was always there. Isn't that cool? She was always there. No, she wasn't. You know. Um, okay, so she's going to take fans on a mind-bending journey throughout X-Men greatest events and reveal mysteries long buried and secrets that will define the future of Marvel's mutant. Each of the 5 one-shots will feature revelations, backup stories by X-Men creator, past and present, to uncover hidden moments that will alter the X-Men future. The X-Men history will no longer be the same. The past is set in stone and the future is up for grabs. The X-Men history will never be the same. No, we don't want her. No, and she's not a leader. She is not a leader. She failed. Even when she was a leader in the Champions, she failed. And yet you're trying to double down. When she was a leader of the Inhuman team, she failed. And yet y'all still going to double down. Hell, she was an adversary for the X-Men during the Inhumans versus X-Men. And yet we're supposed to be rooting for her? When she really wasn't there for the X-Men, but now all of a sudden she's part of the X-Men, and now all of a sudden she loves the X-Men. Get out of here. Get out of here with this nonsense. They said ever since she discovered she was a mutant, Kamala Khan has been balancing her previous life as Miss Marvel and her role as the leader in the new community. What leader? What leadership stuff has she had? She doesn't have any leadership skills. I look, this whole making females leaders and shit needs to stop. Enough. Because y'all have failed with every female y'all put in charge. Even in your own company has failed you. Enough of this. Okay, now pulled in the distant past by unhinged villain with a deep tie to mutant history. Miss Marvel will witness the iconic birth of the uncanny X-Men, the first encounter with Krakoa from all new, all different perspectives. But when history begins to change, can either Kamala Khan or the X-Men themselves survive the experience? Plus a revelation story about Al Ewing and Sarah Petrolarity introduced that the X-Men that never was. You mean these bitches who have failed time and time again in writing and their books been canceled within less than 10 issues, you're still going to double down and give them an opportunity to write? Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Kamala Khan is at the front and center of the X-Men. We've posed, completely wrecked, and reassembled the history of the X-Men with our favorite hero, Kamala Khan, in front of us. It's an honor and joy and huge responsibility. And what comes next will be marvelous. Whose favorite hero? The company's? Sure. Because that's it. Nobody wants this shit. Oh my lord. You have got to refuse to be stupid. Don't nobody want no Muslim Pakistani American with damn stretch arm powers as the front and center of the X-Men. Just like they didn't want her front and center in the Inhumans. They didn't want her front and center in the Avengers. They don't want her. People don't want this character. And another thing, you want to know how? Go to Ollie's. Go to Walmart. Go to any toy store right now. Guess what's sitting on the shelf? Miss Marvel Kamala Khan bull crap. Because don't nobody want her. Don't nobody want her. I've been to bookstores. They still got Kamala Khan comic books. All of them. Just dust volumes. Can't sell them shits. The only volume you can sell is her first volume. After that, nobody else buying the crap. They're not buying Champions. They're not buying her time in the Avengers. None of it. They're not even buying NYX. And yet you're going to double and triple down on making her an important central figure for the X-Men? For the X-Men. Out of all the X-Men characters, we're not focusing on Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, Angel, Beast, Wolverine, Storm, Gambit, Psylocke, Rogue, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Magic, Emma Frost, let me see, Jubilee, Marrow. Hell, Marrow would have been a better character to do because we haven't seen Marrow in a long time, and she was part of it. The X-Man, Nick Gray, Cable, Deadpool, Bishop, Banshee. Like, these are important X-Men characters that shaped a lot of the X-Men history around. And yet, instead of doing something with them, which would have made a little bit more logical sense, you said Miss Marvel. Okay, so if you fail, you deserve the failure. That's it. So it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.